Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's Royals Panthers going up against Evans's Buccaneers. Now let's go to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 4 matchup.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, a matchup in the NFC South as we join you from Bank of America Stadium. Down on the sidelines is Ron Rivera. His team is looking to get back in the win column after a tough loss last week. And on the other side, we have the Buccaneers head coach. His team cruised to victory last week. The Buccaneers are back deep, waiting for the kick return. And Graham Gano looks ready to get this one underway.
What's up, guys? This is Sim with Vengeance, and I'm back here with some more Madden NFL 15 Buccaneers franchise. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are taking on the Carolina Panthers here at Bank of America Field in Charlotte, North Carolina. The only team in the NFL besides, I think, the Jets and Giants that don't have their, their team logo at midfield. I don't know why the Panthers don't do that. I don't know why. They just have the NFL logo instead of their team logo. It's just weird to me that they're the only ones besides the Jets and Giants that do that. I don't know. But anyway, the thing about the Panthers is I tend to struggle against them. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of their excellent defense in this game. They do have Luke Kuechly. They do have a really good defensive line. They do have a pretty good secondary. Not the best, but, I mean, it's still pretty good. Their defense is an outstanding defense. Probably one of the best in a while, at least in this game. This defense is hard for me to solve. So it's going to be a little bit of a test for me today. Hopefully we can get Doug Martin going. We know Glennon will do amazing things. Let's just hope, you know, things go right. So, I guess I want to talk about some stuff. NFL playoffs. I know I didn't talk about them in the last video. This was like right before Wild Card Weekend. So, I wanted to, like, I don't know, give my analysis, I guess. I knew Carolina was going to beat Arizona because Ryan Lindley is not a quarterback meant for the NFL. Trust me. We all saw that coming, or most people who with common football knowledge would say Arizona was not meant to win that game. And you should be, and Cardinals fans should be happy they lost because Ryan Lindley is not NFL quarterback material. He's not. I mean, the only way the Cardinals would have won that game is that their defense was playing like the 2000 Ravens or the 03 Bucks defense, which wasn't happening in that game. Especially for how hot Cam Newton has been and the Carolina Panthers in general. So that's my assessment on that game. As for the other NFC game, Dallas, Detroit. Obviously, that was a PI. Obviously. And they shouldn't have picked up the flag. But another thing is, Dez Bryant did walk onto the field with his helmet off. And, yeah, they warned him, I think. I'd have to look at it again, but he should have been flagged for that too. So there's 2 penalties that the refs missed. That was a huge momentum shift for the Detroit Lions. Just went downhill. Dallas gained all the momentum, and yes, Detroit had chances. They did. As you see, Alteron Verter gets the pick. So obviously, I feel like Detroit got screwed over, but a win's a win, Dallas. Congrats. You get to face the Green Bay Packers in the next round. The Steelers and Ravens. I think the Steelers, just without Le'Veon Bell, thanks Cincinnati, you guys really couldn't get anything going. And I feel like if they had Le'Veon Bell, the game could have been totally different. I wouldn't have said the Steelers would have won because the Ravens looked really good that game. But I feel like it could have been a lot closer game if Le'Veon Bell was playing. Thanks, Cincinnati. You ruined pretty much everything for Le'Veon Bell and the Steelers. So, And then the other game, Cincinnati and Indianapolis, that really wasn't much of a game. Andy Dalton's continuing to prove to the entire world that he is not a franchise quarterback. He just continues to choke in the postseason. He has great receivers, great running game. He just chokes. He just chokes in the postseason, and I think Cincinnati's just they got to say enough's enough. They really do. They got to say, you know what? You're not our franchise quarterback. We got to start looking in another direction. We might have to make a coaching change, or else, you know, something's got to change with Cincinnati. It really does, because Cincinnati, they're a good regular season team, but they are not meant for the postseason at all. Their defense is Super Bowl caliber. It's really good. I mean, to hold, they did do pretty good against Andrew Luck, who's probably one of the best quarterbacks in the league at this moment. But when you have an offense that only scores 10 points against a pretty basic Indianapolis defense, it's not really known for their defense. But to score only 10 points, like, come on. Like, Cincinnati, get your shit together. And I guess I'll give my quick predictions on who I think is going to win this weekend. I'm not going to go into too much details, I guess, because I still want to talk about this gameplay. But this weekend we have Green Bay, Dallas, Ice Bowl #2, and I still think Green Bay is going to win that. Maybe not by much. I still think it's going to be a fairly close game. I say final score 21-20. 21-20 Green Bay. Not high scoring, but not low scoring either. CC Greg Olsen takes that all the way to the house and makes it 10-7 and brings it within a field goal just near halftime. Other NFC game, Carolina-Seattle. A lot of people are saying Seattle's going to win in a blowout, which very well could happen if, you know, if Seattle, they're a very good team at home. But Carolina's not that bad themselves either. They are really hot, and I feel like if there's anybody that's gonna beat Seattle in Seattle, it's Carolina, because Carolina is very similar to Seattle. It's scary that those teams just are so comparable with how good their defenses are and how they have this 1-2 punch with their quarterback and running back. Cam Newton and Jonathan Stewart, may I remind myself, because I almost said D'Angelo Williams. I still think Russell Wilson and Marshawn Lynch are a better combo at quarterback and running back, because Marshawn Lynch is just a beast. But it's scary how comparable those two teams are. So I still feel like it's going to be a very close game. I say final score 13-10 Seattle. But don't be surprised if Carolina pulls off the upset. As for the AFC game, Denver and Indianapolis, I'm going to pick Denver, but not by much. I'm probably going to say final score Denver 38, Indianapolis 35. Peyton Manning will go to work against his old team. So will Andrew Luck against the Denver Broncos, because it's just, you know, those two teams are very high-octane offenses. Two of the best quarterbacks in the league going at it, and you know, that's gonna be a run and gun game. And as for the final game, Baltimore, New England. New England fans might hate me for this, but I'm gonna go with Baltimore in the upset. Here's why. Tom Brady tends to struggle against defensive lines like Baltimore's, especially with Doomerville. You know, teams that have really good defensive lines. You know, put pressure on Tom Brady all day long, especially against Baltimore. He tends to struggle against Baltimore, believe it or not. You can believe what you want to believe, but every time I see Tom Brady play Baltimore, he tends to struggle. And they're always close games. And with the way that Joe Flacco has been always in the postseason, I wouldn't be surprised if Baltimore won. I say final score, Baltimore 24, New England 21. So that's about as far as I'll go. I give it, it's really a 50-50 split between those two. I really still think that Baltimore is going to come out with the win on that one. So anyway, enough about me rambling about the playoffs. I know it's that time of year, And I know you guys are excited for your favorite team, if they're in the playoffs, to see them go to the Super Bowl. So right now we're in the fourth quarter in a tie game at 10 with 3.5 to go. Here on a 3rd down and 9. Here's Mike Glennon dropping back, looking underneath to Jerome Simpson. He sheds a tackle but couldn't shed that other one right there. And now it's a 4th down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As like I said, I think I said this, but Carolina's 2-1. We are 3-0, and I think New Orleans is also 3-0. So if we lose, there's gonna be like a 3-way tie for first place. So be on the lookout for that. So 3rd down and 5 for Carolina. He's looking for the screen pass. You see my user being taken over the running back, trying to guard him and stuff, and he couldn't get the pass off. So it's now 3rd and inches for the Bucs, and we get enough of the 1st down with just under 2 to go in the game. Good to go, right? 1st and 10. Glennon looking over the middle, caught, and that is, I think that is Mike Evans with the catch. And now it's another 1st down, but later on in the drive, 1:17 to go, 3rd down and 10. Glennon in the shotgun, drops back, looks, steps up underneath. It is caught by Shepard, and Shepard gets taken down short of the 1st down, so it's Carolina ball with just a minute to go. 3 timeouts for Tampa Bay, 2 for Carolina. Here comes Cam Newton, drops back, looks over the middle. It's their rookie receiver that I do not know the name of, but he gets a 1st down. So 1st and 10 Carolina once again at the 33-yard line with 60 seconds left. Newton looking. He has time. He still has time. He's being chased down. He takes off running, and he takes it down to about midfield, down past to about the 48-yard line. Newton takes off again, gets his team in field goal range with his legs, and gets a 1st down. Now with 1 second left, Carolina has a chance to win the game right here. The kick is up, and that is good. And Carolina comes out with the comeback victory. Final score 13-10. And Tampa Bay now drops down to 3-1 on the season. Which, I mean, it's not the end of the world. 1 loss does not define our season. So we still have plenty of season left in us. We still have another rematch with Carolina, so it's not the end of the world, guys. 1 loss doesn't mean anything. Just means that we have to go back to the drawing board, maybe fix some stuff. But next week, it doesn't get any easier, guys, as we do take on the Seattle Seahawks at Seattle. It's going to be loud. It's going to be raucous. It's just going to be insane. Seattle is 4-0. They're going to be a really tough opponent. But thank you guys so much for watching. And if you're a first-time viewer, hit that subscribe button. But until then, my name is Sin with Vengeance, and I am out. Peace.